No, I hate this. But I'm totally on now. My season, and I got 8 Super Bowls, 8 championships, 44 yearly awards. Well, a weekly award, actually. I'm not fucking done yet.
Back in November, the Lions lost their previous matchup against the Vikings. Can Minnesota do it again? Find out next on Madden NFL 22.
We care. And we will.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago, when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Vikings coming into play. You figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage.
When I get like,
yeah, they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into them because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses.
So I got 8 championships, 8 Super Bowls.
Right from the start,
I finished at
and get right after them.
12, maybe?
They'll run on first down. Hebert, and he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Hall off the play fake. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet
that
in second
bullshit.
down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
All right.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Then well,
Another run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player.
Jaguars,
Yeah, and you know,
Jets,
runs,
Cowboys.
special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Shit. This is a lot of fucking teams. But I've been with the AFC for about a decade.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And down inside the 15 he goes. 43 yards rushing for him now.
When Jacksonville a few championships along the way.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
Nope.
And he'll
Hello.
Touchdown, Minnesota. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, when you got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks first. On first down, Bear. And bulldozing his way through. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards.
Oh, it sucks pretty much.
One thing's for sure,
all the players that pretty much I watch and miss all the time.
The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying,
So I want.
Too strong. Down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And that will be incomplete.
Go back.
Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And
shit,
pass on that
motherfucker.
last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hall. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota.
oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a give, right side. Bear. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Hall. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Hall. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Great. Ball now on 1st and 10. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. The partner of this offense, 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night, 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Minnesota.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Whatever can work.
To throw it is Hall on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it?
You already told me this.
Break tackles, and his feet never stop moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just scared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly...
Not a young man anymore, but that's the run.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the
Fuck yeah.
judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And now
oh, Detroit is challenging it.
And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awful.
And questions, how old are you in this? I've been in the league since 2000.1 to 2028. I'm actually 47.
A completed pass. They'll run on 1st down. They bear just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of
I got 2 over clears. I got on here. I got my normal, my hat back, and a wide receiver. After I get done with that, I may be tired after that Super Bowl shit. Because I already passed all the fucking grades. The only thing I got to do now. The only thing I got to do is beat pretty much the longest. I got out of my career right now. I'm the most sacked quarterback in the league right now.
And he'll give it here to his running back, fighting him off, and they'll bring him down right around the 13.
But
85 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So not quite out of danger just yet, still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move.
I might retire after that one.
Operating from the gun. Hall. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Lewis. Touchdown.
By the way, they're a fucking Hall quarterback in the league. With
and the Vikings continue to pull away here in this 1st half. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind.
On 1st down, Hebert. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime. We'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Solid catch there from man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60 that has taken home the MVP.
Come on, it's odds, you dumb shit. It's gonna be a bloodbath. It's gonna be a bloodbath, man.
Absolutely, takes two to tango. Now Hall, throwing on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Well, I don't really got to be in a hurry-up offense, but shit. They don't know what's coming. That's what the hurry-up offense does. Make them think what I'm going to do next. Yeah, you are a face, but you still are acting like a fucking heel. You still got to pretty much establish yourself as a good guy now.
Looking to throw. Hall. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll work it
because it's been a very long time since you've been a good guy.
They'll run on first down. Bear. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back to throw. Hall. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Favorite.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And to give this time to the tailback. Runs over it. Fights through, and now a crease. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 118 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, pressure on that part.
Not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. They do get a yard there, but only...
It's gonna be my manager on my Saturday Tony Storm.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown!
So what is going up to my direction?
His 4th touchdown on the...
Okay.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get
my
much.
wonder is,
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
if I act for my league, ain't nobody would take me.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this
Okay, man.
smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy.
Because you got to understand that. You got to build a pretty much a stable, well, not a stable, a storyline. Why is she your fucking manager when you're a fucking face? When you're a good guy.
They're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive. 2 for 2.
Kind of like a best buddy manager thing.
Nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right
That
around the
buddy
42.
manager. Okay. You think, okay. I'll get something straight here. Tony Storm and me. We are kind of friends, but we're not. She turned heel. I'm turning heel. I shut the fuck up. She talks. Because everybody knows I can talk for myself. But I'm not going to say anything for the whole entire fucking year. Go in there, get the shit out of people, get people heads off, and leave.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. They've aired. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
That's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with
You're gonna be like Black 5 when you want to. You're not gonna defend a bunch of times.
And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
No, I'm not going to be like Brock. I'm going to show up. If I'm competing that night, I'm competing. But if I'm not, and if somebody does something to disrespect me, or disrespect the company, driving deep south, I'm ripping their fucking head off.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 178 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh, you're eager. You can run up there. I'm going to tackle this guy.
I'm not going to be light, bro.
You're coming up and thinking about
I'm going.
Wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Powers.
Nope.
He will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 17 yards out. On first down, Bear. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. On third down, Bear. And this will be a Vikings first down.
I think I this year I get one more Super Bowl. So I saw it, 10 Super Bowls, 10 championships.
Let's close this one out.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Yeah. That'll go around number 10.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
So, when I'm going to retire next year.
And they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
They'll run on first down. Bear. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
That don't mean shit, buddy.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week.
As dedicated fans of the NFL, my audience is sure to recognize the voice of our next guest, especially if you happen to be a Madden player where he's worked alongside Brandon Gaudin since 2016. It is a pleasure now to welcome to our show longtime NFL broadcaster,
I don't even see a
my pal Charles Davis. Charles, thanks for joining us.
See LA,
Kevin, always fun to spend time
see
with you.
Seahawks,
Charles,
I see
you,
Eagles,
watched and listened to so
I
many
see
of your
Packers.
games. I am always impressed by how prepared you sound.
That's awfully kind of you, Kevin, but as you know, as Brandon knows, preparation, that's the key to success. And let's face it, each week we get ready for a game. It's like preparing for midterms or finals.
Here we go.
Yeah, and you know,
So,
I imagine that all that work doesn't
all the
over, am I right?
playoffs in 2038.
So season's over. Now you're getting ready for the draft, free agency.
Got the Broncos and Browns, Tennessee, Bengals, Jets, and Baltimore for AFC.
We've all heard that players have a certain pregame routine that they follow.
And for the NFC, LA, Seattle, Philadelphia, Packers, the Saints, and Washington Redskins, motherfucker.
Yeah, well, hey, that makes a lot of sense. And you can't argue with the results. And I know I speak for our listeners when I say, give me the...
It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Vikings and the Giants, and it comes your way next.
Number 4, going on again, number 5.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival
You play for New York Giants in this stadium.
They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time
without a top-flight quarterback.
The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has, and how the game flows through.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think? It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings on just 2.
No. Fuck out, man.
First down, Bear, and they're able to get this one across the 35. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. They'll run on first down. Bear bulldozes past him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And he's got it. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the...
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Ramsey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
So many times in my career, coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now. Bear, and this time he is in. A great play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's. On first down, Bear, and he's going to take this ahead on 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. He's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That catch good for only a couple. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Gonna give this time to the tailback. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Hall from the gun on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. They'll run on first down. Hebert, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Hall now on 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this is caught at the 8. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah. On first down, Bear broken
Damn.
tackle, and they can't corral him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
To throw it is Hall. On first down, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that is
When you look at
okay.
the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 124 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Here's Hall throwing on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now Hall looking to throw on second down. He finds his man complete. It's Ramsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And it's caught. And the Vikings are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
So it was the passing game. They'll run on first down. Bear. And some room to work. Still fighting. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for Minnesota. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And what was impressive to me, is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
Right back to him on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. From the gun, Hall. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the Vikings are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter.
He's got his it's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. On 1st and 10, Hall. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the
74 yards, shit.
On first down, Bear. 197 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Trucks over him. Again, powerful running. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On second down, Bear. And he's got this down to the 35.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. This is caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels...
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
In a single game.
They'll run on first down. Bear. And now he picks up the spare. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone.
On first down, Bear into the secondary past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he ran right, fights forward for a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
They'll run on first down. Bear. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run.
Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. On first down, Bear. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
Still touchdown. Come on. Man.
So as we come up on the end of the season, there's a tradition in the NFL where quarterbacks buy each of their offensive linemen a gift. Kind of a thank you for keeping me alive type of thing. You know, some guys buy their teammates expensive watches, you know, things they can use. But I heard...
Back in September, the Bears lost a blowout in their last game against the Vikings. Can Minnesota do it again? Find out next on Madden NFL 22.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Brandon going alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Vikings coming into play, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit.
Chicago at Minnesota.
So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
Oh, he's still coaching, shit.
They'll run on first down. Bear. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hall. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And let's face it, Dad, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Well, 1st quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement.
On 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw. There, nearly an opening drive INT.
That doesn't work. But
Here, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
okay.
To throw it.
As we're not playing.
1st down. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Hall. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, it bowls over him. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Here's Hall throwing on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Hebert, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to have another.
How the hell?
Tackles made here at the Bears 39.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he gets it down to the 32. Now Hall on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, Hall. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's...
I'm gonna make
on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh well.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Going for the deep
What are you talking about?
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work.
On 1st down, Hebert. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Those two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Hall now to throw on 2nd down.
Nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball You're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw. Hall. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot. To throw it is Hall. Off play action. He's going to take another shot here. They've got his man. Complete. Touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try to sneak. And he is into the end zone to bump the... They'll run on first down. Hebert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense chances. Some
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On first down, Hebert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early. Pressure comes and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
No, that's stupid.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away.
Fucking helmet, too.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And that nearly the pick that they needed.
Not really.
They'll run on first down. Hebert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now after the running play, we've got a man down.
The coach didn't tell me.
Ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. 78 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now this throw caught left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Another nice pickup through the air. I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 8 yards to go on second down. Operating from the gun. Hall. Flushed out right. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
To me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. On first down, Bear. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Minnesota, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take...
Okay, for this next segment, we're going to do something a little bit different on OT with KC. Why, you ask? Because the all-powerful KC said so. That's right, we're going to make this segment all about you. Yeah, you. The one holding the controller right now. Surprised? Don't be. I mean, you've been a loyal listener for such a long time now. I figured, hey, why not dedicate this time to you, the Madden 22 player? And now I'm only doing this because my producer, Rocky, left the room. And believe me, he is not a big fan of breaking the fourth wall. So, yeah, it's just you and me. And Madden 22. At least that is till they start fading me out, which is really weird because, you know, like, where do I even go? I mean, I keep talking, but...
Back in November, the Packers lost a shootout in their first matchup against the Vikings. Can Minnesota do it again? The answer comes your way next.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Brandon gone alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, this is a matchup, folks. Well, they're excited about this one, and for good reason. We got two offenses that are operating at extremely high levels.
No question about it, Brandon. This is not a matchup that you get that often. We're going to see the #1 and #2 offenses in the entire NFL on the same field. I'd hate to be one of these defensive coordinators. We know that more than likely they've had a few sleepless nights getting ready for this one, and we're definitely going to see some points put up on the board.
So
they'll run on first down. Hebert running right through it. Fighting through it. He's got space. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. They'll try the left side. Hebert, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Hall. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Oh,
that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell in...
Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. On first down, Hebert, and he will lose it up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hall. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the move to his left. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, Yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him. They'll run on 1st down. Bear, despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. And that's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now here's a throw. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now Hall off the play fake. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Room here to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Muscle will burst right there.
Refusing to go down.
Oh,
still going. And he's
God dang.
this inside the 30.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the
BOG. Fire.
On first down, Bear breaks through the contact, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hall on first down. We'll check on his status when we get back. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
Okay.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. The Saints trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And they were winners in their ball game as they beat the visiting Washington football team. The Giants found the victories to be few and far between this year, but the win here in the finale means they finished off the year at 4-12. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. The Bills trying to hold on and claim victory.
See, down the hall.
And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, we check out their numbers on the ground, as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
They'll run on first down. Bear pushes him over. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Runs over, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 119 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. first down. Hebert. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's taken down inside the 30. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them.
Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me.
They'll run on first down. Hebert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Powers through it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Hall, eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead.
To that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just...
On first down, Hebert stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Hebert. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big game there on 3rd and long.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. They'll run on first down. Bear, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On first down, Bear. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Bear, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Bulldozes past him. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll run on first down. Bear. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown. Offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep running.
They will gratefully accept that, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play in a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, they have indeed reached a perfect 16-0, but now still 1 game remains before they join the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to finish a regular season unbeaten.
Someone asked me on social media the other night, if the NFL were to expand again, which cities would get the new teams? And by the way, for the record, I don't think it's going to happen right now, but it got me thinking, who...
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cards and the Vikings. Next on Madden Football.
We find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were thrilled as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, all the responsibility he has, and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
They knew that we'd be here with my last season at a quarterback.
Hall now, throwing on first down. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. How did he stay on his feet? And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he will take this one into the end zone for the Viking touchdown. To throw it is Hall on 1st and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Ramsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Bear. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. How about that? Their quarterback, 29 yards. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score.
On first down, Hebert, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourself.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And all the way down to the 27. A big play there for Minnesota. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Off the play fake. Hall. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which
How in the
get
hell?
down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make... And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. They'll run on first down. Hebert, lucky there just to avoid the safety. Able to fight through the tackle, but still backed up near the goal line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Powerful running. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He's got Lewis. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Off play action. Hall. Forced out to his left. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. And, this is Beckham remaining down on the ground. And apparently in some pain. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Fighting off the defender. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try to cover it before he gets going.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to.
Here's Hall. Off play action. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. On 1st down, Bear trucks over him. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Hall. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him.
So
to drop a shoulder or get through contact or trash.
Nobody watch right now. But I do not gotta get shits.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. The throw right sideline here is complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it's at least for a week amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now Hall from the gun, he'll throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually
actually fortunate that it was only knocked away.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. They'll run on first down. Hebert. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I'd be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on this schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap.
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. On first down, Hebert. Oh, he bowls over him. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And, oh, this is Beckham remaining down on the ground. And apparently in some pain. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 137 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. They'll run on first down. Hebert, there's another truck. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Sheds off the tackle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
They'll try the left side. Hebert, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. On first down, Hebert, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it.
And shutting him off, now open field.
He's gone.
Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. It's 26 touchdowns, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long...
They'll run on first down. Hebert, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has was run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He continues to be a major factor carrying the football here into the fourth quarter, Charles.
Another big gain on the ground. Big guys working strong up front. A lot of them not just taking care of business at the line of scrimmage, but getting into the linebacker spots and taking care of the second level as well.
And they're taking advantage of everything right now on the scoreboard with that lead. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from first down. Hebert pushes him over. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Man, 206 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They find some open field here. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Vikings look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. Now you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out, coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touch...
They'll run on first down. Hebert. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Looking to throw. Hall. Complete. This is Lewis. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
First down. Hebert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And quickly they get to the line. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses
we just want
maybe more points.
Not to finish at our own goal line.
Some tough running, but it only gets him to the
simple.
45. On third down, Bear. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, that things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, they make NFL history with this, their 17th win without a loss. A perfect 17-0 on the regular season. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll finish a less than...
Yes. Yeah, but should it be? Yeah, that should be my last damn year. Look, I already broke pretty much every passing record, every touchdown back in the record book for about 4 or 5 times.
All right, so this next topic, this is one I knew was going to be a talking point at some point this season. You could ask anyone on my crew, and if they're being honest, they'll tell you
for the career.
And I'm going to get to my point.
I'm in there.
But first, I feel like we need some
once
background.
Over Tom Brady.
It used to be that only quarterbacks, punters, and kickers in the NFL could wear single-digit jerseys. This offseason, the league allowed other positions like linebackers and D-backs to get in on the fun. All right, so KC, who cares? Well, look, I do, and here's why. Just like I predicted, we've been hearing some veteran QBs complaining about the impact of that rule change. And look, I get it. The pre-snap process for a quarterback and his O-line, that change didn't make it any easier for those guys, you know. It's complex enough as it is to sort out protection and everything else when you're under pressure. But the funny thing is, I haven't heard any rookie QBs complaining about it. Not one. And that's because college football's been more lenient with their number assignments for years. So when you put it all together, you've got vets in the NFL complaining about what college QBs have to do on a weekly basis. And look, you know what? Before I start hearing from some of those vets, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Me and my big mouth.
So, who am I going to face here? Oh, wait. Let me do this. Change that. Change. Go here. Okay. So, don't mind that one. Don't mind that. Well, mind it, but don't mind it at pretty much as much as the NFC. Because the AFC, I love the AFC, but I'm part of the NFC. So, my prediction, I'm going to probably face number 2. And pretty much, if I'm guessing here, well, guessing for the Philadelphia going to be facing Packers. Then it's going to be Falcons and Minnesota for the NFC Championships. That's my predict. Could be dead wrong. Oh, well, that doing that. Hey. So, shit. Must be the upsets. Only one thing I wish they would actually do. Because everybody had pretty much every team either old fashioned or you're pretty much new to it. You always walk the games. Always. Good luck. If they had pretty much on here where you can watch pretty much, like if you're pretty much in the first week by, shit, you should walk the games. I'm not talking about all the game, I'm talking about like the nail biters. Like it's like a 6-point difference, or a 3-point difference, or it go into fucking overtime. Or a major fucking upset. Damn. Shit. Alright. That took a little bit longer than I expected. Shit. Come on, did you have I got a perfect. Well, I don't got a perfect mind yet. I got to beat, say, Washington or the Redskins or Seattle? Yeah, Seattle. God. God damn. So, well, this is so fucking long. I'm gonna grab myself this. I'm gonna grab myself something to eat. God damn. Okay. Didn't tell you went too fucking long. So, on our next video, not on my not on my Atlas net video. I'm gonna play something different. Maybe gonna play Grand Theft Auto. Just the basics Grand Theft Auto, not online. Maybe play both. Maybe play both. But subscribe, share if you want. You probably won't want people to watch, hold on, about 2 hours and 24 minutes. So, see ya, subscribe. I'm gonna keep saying subscribe, share, and, pretty much put on the notification bell if you enjoy it. If you don't enjoy pretty much wanting me to play football, Grand Theft Auto Online, pretty much doing crazy shit with my friends on here about crazy fucking shit. So, see ya, and hope whoever tunes in, I'm pretty much hoping. Well, not hoping, but I'm hoping to get at least one more subscriber, at least, or 5 more subscribers, and I'd be at 100 subscribers. I don't know what I'm going to do for if I get 100 subscribers. I may do something pretty much fucking stupid. If I get 100, well, if I get the 100 subscribers, I probably chug pretty much some alcohol. Back to back to back to back to back. Chug 5.
Dreams online.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. No. Hell no. No. I'm not that fucking lonely. No, I'm not that damn fucking lonely. I'm not. So, see ya, and, yeah. Sorry for pretty much taking fucking forever. Oh, this is gonna piss me off. If it actually stopped loading after I get done vlogging, that will piss me the fuck off.